Hello, my name is Xiao Nuo. Share with you today. Authentic practice of braised pork ribs. It's a very simple thing to do. The ribs are bright red in color. Achondrosis. Sweet and sour taste. Adults and children like it. Check it out with the video below. How did I do it? First, we prepare a caddy of gold medals. Make sweet and sour pork chops, madam. We better choose this. Smaller gold medal. It tastes good like this. Nice and delicious. There is a gold medal event in the supermarket today. 18 yuan a kilogram. This is a caddy of gold medals. Then pour it into a large bowl. Wash the ribs for it first. This rib has some writing on the surface. And there is some writing in it. Give it a scratch first. Rub for half a minute. Soak in water for another 20 minutes. Soak out the blood inside. This can effectively remove the fishy smell from the ribs. Next, we will prepare to more star anise. Put in bowl. A piece of cinnamon. 3 fragrant leaves. A slice of angelica to remove the fishy smell. ADD for more dried peppers. Add water and wash the big material. Wash off dust impurities on the surface. Pick it up with your hands. After cleaning, control the water and remove it. Put it on a plate for later use. It's cleaner and more hygienic to eat this way. Next, we will prepare another piece of ginger. Slice. Ginger, prepare more. We'll use ginger slices into places later. Prepare another period of green onion white. Oblique knife cutting section. Just cut it into such a large section. After cutting, put it on a plate for later use. Next, we will prepare another 30 grams of rock candy. What about rock candy? It's best to choose this old rock candy. Smash it in advance. This is convenient for frying when frying. The ribs have been soaked for 20 minutes. Give them another scratch. Take a look. The water has turned this pink. The blood stains inside have been soaked out. Then rub the ribs again. Let the blood stains penetrate better. As for the broken noodles, I also clean the ribs for it. The surface of the eggplant ribs is slightly white. Remove the ribs from the water control. Put it directly into the iron pan. Blanch the ribs down first. This will better remove fishy smell and blood lipids. Add the ribs water to it. Add 3 more slices of ginger. A few scallions. A little cooking wine to remove the fishy smell. This is also the sauerkraut stuffing for meat blanching. Onion and ginger cooking wine. Stir with a shovel. Bring to a boil over high heat. When we blanch the meat, just put a little more water. Skim off the foam after the water boils. In this way, the foam is the blood oozing out of the ribs. It is also a major source of fishy smell. After the water boils, skim off the foam and cook for another 2 minutes. Then fish the ribs out with water. Put in a large bowl. Pick out the onion and ginger inside and don't want it. Add warm water to wash the ribs. Wash off the residual foam on the surface. When we were cleaning the ribs, be sure to wash with warm water. If you wash it with cold water. What about the meat quality of this ribs? It is easy to get rich and tight when encountering cold water. If you are rich, the taste will not be good. Clean ribs like this. Whether it's braised soup or sweet and sour ribs. All very clean. It also tastes very fresh. After cleaning, remove the ribs from the water control. Put it on a plate for later use. Be sure to dry the moisture when fishing. In this way, it is not easy to splash oil when frying. Take a look at the cleaned ribs like this. Extraordinarily clean. Next, let's fry the ribs first. Fry the ribs until slightly yellow. It tastes so delicious. Fried ribs, we just chose the iron pan. If you use a nonstick pan, the bones of the ribs can easily scratch the pot. Heat the iron pan first. Fever to slightly white. After the iron pan is hot, add a little more cooking oil to it. Run the pan. It is easy to stick to the pan when frying ribs. Flip the pan. Let the pan be moistened and oiled for weeks ago. Burning oil until it smokes. Many friends fried meat. What about scrambled eggs and fried tofu? Easy to stick pan. It's just that this pot is not smoked well. You must also be patient when moisturizing the pot. Be sure to moisten the pan thoroughly. Heat the all. Hot pan, cold all moisturizing pan. So whether it's fried meat, scrambled eggs, fried tofu, he won't stick to the pan. Burn the oil like this until it smokes. Then pour out the hot oil. Add a little cooking oil to the bowl. Oil heat into ribs. Fry the ribs until the skin is browned. You can turn the hot pot to a low heat when putting the ribs. Put the ribs in the pot and don't flip them yet. Lay it out first. Shake the pan again. The ribs are in the pan like this and then turn freely. Turn the ribs over again. Fry the ribs in advance. You can also fry out the excess oil in the ribs. You can adjust the hot pot for him when frying. Set to medium fire. Fry until the skin of the ribs is like this. It is easy to turn yellow. Then put the ribs on a plate for later use. Like excess oil left in a pan, pour it out. Next you will fry the ribs. Let's fry a sugar color first. The pot does not need to be sent. Add a small bowl of water and stir fry the sugar color. Some people fry in oil. Frying with oil can't master the heat well. The fried sugar color is easy to become bitter. What I have here is the sugar color boiled in water. Add this bowl of water. Add 30 grams of rock sugar we have prepared. Turn on a low heat and slowly boil the rock sugar until it melts. If you don't have rock sugar at home, you can also use white sugar. Live streaming host with white sugar taste. It tastes good without rock sugar. You can't be in a hurry to boil sugar. Be sure to boil it slowly with snake fire. With a shovel, you just keep stirring it like this. Let the rock candy melt slowly. Are the sweet and sour pork ribs good? Fried sugar color is also a key step. If the sugar gets old, the taste of this ribs will also be bitter. Be sure to master the hot pot. Slow fire. The rock sugar has completely dissolved. There's less water now. Keep boiling on low heat. Take a look at the color of this sugar liquid. Now there's a white meridian. It's slowly turning this brown. At this time, the sugar liquid has not been boiled yet. Keep stirring with the shovel. The heat must be the minimum. Now the color is slowly getting darker. And there are big bubbles. It's slowly turning into this little bubble. Be sure to pay attention when boiling sugar color. It's all this little bubble now. The color is this juju bread. At this time, you can put in the ribs. Quickly pour the ribs into the pot. A quick stir fry. Let the ribs be evenly wrapped in sugar color. Then drizzle the balsamic vinegar from the edge of the pot. Look at this color, it's very beautiful. What about adding balsamic vinegar? These ribs are made sour. And the ribs are more convenient to enter the bones. Then add the prepared onion and ginger. Put the big ingredients in and stir fry them. At this time, it is stir fried on low heat.